What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to more Vicky 3. As Mexico, the defenseless puppet of GB, we have almost military parity with these bastards. I'm just looking at what we can do here, man. We're equivalent prestige with the United States. Can't declare any wars. Losing Liberty Desire as we speak. We have universal suffrage. Working on making our money back here. Government is unacceptable. We have an election. What's going on with our election and how can I get it into... There we go. Legitimate government, that's nice. We're doing well again in that regard. Do we have any movements I want to support? Property movement sounds like a fun one to do. Let's do this one. Landowners hate it? Get out of here, landowners. I don't care about you. We're going to let our women have property. Suck it. Privilege Austria-Hungary, damage with GP. We can stop the improve with Austria-Hungary. They won't support my independence because of -20 for ideological differences. You are a monarchy? Repressive monarchy, maybe? Autocracy, republic. So you are a republic, but you're autocracy. Public schools, same as us. They don't have colonial affairs, so... Some similarities, some differences. North German Federation formed. That's cool. Newspaper stuff. Floating harbor. Okay, we're getting back into militaries. I need to go and find the motor industries I queued up. We're going to queue up all of these as a priority here. And only when we're in the green again am I going to start building up our military bases. Because it doesn't make sense to have them right now since there's no war we can do in the first place. Instead, we're going to deal with the shortage in the market of engines. We've gone overkill for engines, but it's going to always be growing in demand. And we're going to just kind of go up the list of things that are high in market price and deal with them. Ignoring things like these man-at-wars, as those are no longer important. And eventually, if we have enough of these, the general industry coverage, I think our economic entanglement might go down. It's hard to say, because it's all based on buy and sell orders, so we could be just fulfilling GB's sell orders or buy orders and vice versa, which is not going to help us in our entanglement modifier here. Mexican gross domestic product owned by... yeah, plus they own 32% of my fucking country. Surely I can do something against them. Surely I have some option. Can I do a rivalry? I can't do that. Can't do any of these. Yep, we're cooked. We are cooked. And they're going to build up Colorado with my gold mines here. That no one is working in any of these places because they're all non-connected. But we're making money again. We're going to slowly sell off our these things we're building, and that's going to make us some funds here. Do we have too much low standard living in a lot of places? Low market access in Guerrero. Let's fix that real quick. We need to increase the demand for railways to make us stop having to pay all these friggin' subsidy costs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to enable a lot of the rail stuff. Normally this doesn't actually work out too hot. But I don't care. Right now, subsidies we're paying is 36K. And if I can cut that down to half, it'll probably... like account for a lot of the losses we have. Plus, it's not like the case where we have a colonial empire we're building this in. This is all core land that we are wanting to stuff. So if they have shortage goods for railways, we can actually go and meet those demands and make sure they're all fine. Gold fields depleted. Fruits of thy labor. Okay. The child labor, I like it, I think. Yes, I do. What's our current child labor policy? Child labor, let's restrict it and make us more income for dependents. Banners are still very pissed. because of our 2 changes. We're in the green for funds. We are slowly, ever so slowly, selling off some buildings. As pool is growing, our private investment is an arts academy and a munitions plant in the Yucatan. Institutions, let's invest more into home affairs. And let's take a look and see how we're doing. They're getting closer and closer to being potentially able to annex us. I don't think they will. I've yet to see GB, like, do that. For people like, you know, the British Raj is in that range. Or maybe they just keep umpteen puppets around here. Like Travancore could be annexed. But if I keep antagonizing them, maybe they'll want to do it. They're protective still. I want you to be, like, domineering, you know? Be really nice to be, in that relationship. So let's see. We have 2.37 million here. We're going to finish one of these. Then that goes 2.39. It's hard to tell. They keep taking away our extension here. Come on, get me to the point where I can request independence. How much do we give to GB? We give... Yeah, we give a ton of our stuff to GB. Our convoys and things. Actually have a lot more than you would think. Also, I should be upgrading my innovativeness. Let's actually queue that up. Well, I have 8 years of construction queued. I'd be foolish to queue up more, right? Let's go back towards paying our military and our government workers. I know it's going to cost us money, but we're making money back by selling some things off. Child labor is restricted. Let's make the intelligentsia. They already dislike us a little bit. Let's do people blase. Greener ground. Someone's going to leave. The end of history. Cadillos are gone, or getting closer to being gone. Oil is the future. $48 million. We've passed... At least there's a revolt happening, so it's hard to say. Equivalent with North Germany, equivalent with Russia. Past Heavenly Kingdom. China's in 4th. Don't think it's absurd to say we could pass GB here. Especially if we didn't have 143k. Think about how much construction we could have if we weren't paying 143k to GB as a puppet. Like right now, our construction goods expenses are 87k. We could triple our current construction costs and still be at the same level as we currently are right now. Like, that's insane. That's a lot of missed construction. That's just going to build up and build up as the game goes on, because that's a bunch of industrial base we just can't have right now. So, feels bad, man, is basically what I'm saying here. Feels very bad to be in this situation. And it's my own damn fault, right? Because I did that early war. I got aggressive. GB came in, and I said, sure, I've never been in a situation where they go and make me a full-on puppet from starting Spectorate, but they did. They did, and I was dumb. Let's get the research bonus for socialism. All right, gold reserves now. We've gotten into the green for gold. 7-year queue. Up to 50 million GDP. We've now passed North Germany. Coming for Russia next. Just gained a bunch more. There goes Russia. We're now 5th in terms of GDP. Growing even more. I want to cut my taxes down here. 70k we'd be losing. Steel holes for certain things. Let's make sure we have those on. Steel holes for our shipyards. And let's make sure our Navy is upgrading if we can. We need monitors to upgrade them. Monitors are on the way. Alright. I want to cut back taxes. Consequences be damned. Let's do it. We're going to be building enough stuff, I think, to counteract this loss. At least we can try. It'll help with our radicals a little bit. As we build up more and more. And we're just making money now, so... Cutting our spending. Plateaued a little bit. Donation of knowledge. We do want the extra university. Always, always, always take the university. Election. It's going to favor our current party in power. I think everything's going to stay as is. Landowners are almost out of government here. I probably should tax. Free trade party. Let's do criminal throughput. I don't really care about the results of this too much. It looks like we actually are spending too much for me. Let me cut government wages here and military spending. Instead of raising taxes. That only pisses off a subset of people. Versus pissing off everybody. With that modifier for gold income, we're actually in a decent spot. Our subsidy did drop by a little bit by changing everything over to the, what's it called? Rail transport. So we did see a benefit from that. It's not insane amounts of benefit. Could have done better. But it's something. So if I go and build these where we don't have any of these, hopefully we'll see even more benefit here. Let's get railway throughput bonus here. New president. We have a good government. Why change it? Why change anything here? No restrolls. Keep it that way. Elected bureaucrats could be the move right now. Every law we have is fine with me. Only thing I could think of is maybe some private health insurance. But I think we're fine. I want to get some more bureaucracy to get our education investment higher. But we are good with our current tax. Maybe we do go. So we don't really need the tax capacity, and I'm fine making the intelligence weaker now that we've made a lot of our reform through. And this bar is decreasing. So we have armed forces, not in government. We do have census suffrage. We have politicians who are of interest groups that are not in favor. So we have all the things we need. Oil industry, mortality, or extractor throughput. Let's do the extractor throughput here because I don't think I have a lot of those built. Or at least I haven't built any that are under my control. Police brutality. Back in profit for now. Looking at some of these shores. These are mostly places that still do have these built, right? I think so. Ecuador does have one. But you need to employ. So let's see. Once this is profitable, we shall see. $8K to pay our military. I want to pay them first. In fact, we are probably good to just pay them now, just because we're selling stuff. Arts academies, we do have some of those. Not because I built them, but because of other people building them. So let's do realist art here. And let's do independent artists. Okay, 55 million. How do we fare? Solidly in 5th now. We've put some distance between us and the Germans and Russians. Coming up on China, and then there's the only French, the British, and the Indian subcontinent. I wish I could, like, you know, unite with my fellow subject and have them align with me against our overlord, right? What if I demand Guatemala? Give it. Got reason to want it. Think we've just hit baseline here. We should be fine. Now we can grow. We've finally conquered the 130k. God, it's so aggravating to have to deal with that. Halfway into the game, we are starting to get catch up to our innovativeness. More gold is good. We have oil mines we can build. I think we need to nationalize a lot of the stuff that's in our country and owned by other people. Like, if I could nationalize the stuff from GB, I would be in a really good spot. Because that's a huge contributor, right? Because let's look right now. If we look at the entanglement, they own 40% of our gross domestic product. And that's +2 right here for this modifier. It's a lot, to say the least. All right, we still have a bunch of motor trees to queue up. I have a lot of those. All right, once we have money, I think it's all in on... Well, do I go universities first, or do I go construction? It's a tough question. Well, we are close to steel frame buildings, and that will help us out here. I think what we do is we throw these in queue and try to get steel frame buildings. I don't think we'll just have these ones be passively spread to us, but steel frame buildings is pretty huge. In fact, I might want to just do it now. Yeah, let's do it now. Knock these things out and grab steel frame buildings. And then we'll come back and we'll hit up the military stuff. I don't want to get too far behind, because eventually we do need to do a war. And, like, once we get trenched infantry and right here siege artillery, we're going to be fine. But after this, it's going to be a push for industrialism, because we need to eventually migrate down here and snag radios for the higher tier industry. So that's all got to happen. Extra bureaucrats, that's good. It's going to weaken the people bourgeoisie and hurt our tax, but that might give me an opportunity to build more of these government administrations. We do have some options here. Give me 2 more of these in North Dakota, which is fine. Especially with us now costing more, but it's going to let us do our education higher. And I like my education. How is this going up? What's causing this to go up? Cold relations, knowledge sharing -5. Support regime, economic independence, clout. So their prestige is 5 times ours. So if I get my prestige up, it could help. So if I just build up a navy, I think I might be in a good spot here. Bonus, yeah, we'll spend the money and get quinine. That seems like a decent thing to do. Progress towards quinine, at least. Alright, so do we go for... We probably want to do some industry. Glassworks. Sort by peasants. Let's get a big glass mill in South Dakota. Fine, extradition. Ooh, I want to increase... Yeah, no. You have a civil war progress, don't you? They're now domineering. They might try to attack us. We're going up. Our relations are hostile, +50. If they do some kind of big war where they get infamous, we might be able to get free. We just haven't had a lot of war from GB this time. I'm going to let our queue kind of churn through. It's 8 years of stuff. That's a long time. But it's worth it, I think. And then definitely the right move here is to go for steel frame buildings and cut over to that. So we have a lot of steel, right? Our steel production is actually going to be a questionable here. How much do we make? So we have a total of 22 steel mills. Could be more. Each of these is putting out how much steel? 120 steel. So that's about 2,400-ish. Give or take some number there. I'm not doing back the sheet math here. It was 120 or 22? Oh my God, I gotta think about this now. 120 per, so that's 2,000, yeah, 2,400, and then you have another one, yeah, another 240 on top of that. So that's 2,640 steel. Currently, we have a demand in the market for, yeah, so we're only a subset of the steel in here, which is fine. 8K from time modifier, welfare payments, military goods, undeserved blame. By the way, can our military support our actual... That should be enough, maybe. We don't need a crazy amount of military support here. Any laws? Well, I think it'd probably be health insurance. I mean, we should go ahead and... Yeah, if I had the Catholics back, I could have done this. Whatever, we'll do private health insurance. It's not terrible. Mexican Liberal Party. What do the parties looks like here? Looks like we're going to keep the same group in charge. I don't see this changing. Keep the market liberal. And the intelligentsia. And just let them roll. Do we need more government administration taxes? Let's build some more. I just don't want to have that be negative. Alright, there's naval base. So now we're going to work on quinine and other assorted things. Organized sports with prestige will be good. We're now almost about to pass China in terms of GDP. How big is the United States got? They're at 44 million. They do have a larger army than us. Quite a larger army. Our naval superiority here should be the dominant factor here. We need to make sure we are converting our frigates to monitors. In fact, let's make sure we're doing, we're being smart here. Oh, am I upping the number of frigates we have? That's weird. Yeah, let them convert everything. I need to make sure we have a big navy. In fact, I probably want to have a navy on each side of this continent, right? That way we can easily do invasions over here. But we're not really going to fight anybody except for Peru, Bolivia, who does have that defensive pact, right? Yeah, that's the truth. I wish popular player was permanent. I do indeed. We're just going to take the prestige because it's going to help us with our liberty desire, hopefully. As this goes up. And I'm going to request more market control. And it goes up again. I'm going to make sure we keep this negative here. At some point I probably should cancel some of these engines, right? We still actually have excess, so might as well. Anywhere with shortages of... Yeah, we need to fix those shortages. Let's lose some legitimacy. Right now we have a high legitimacy government correctly. We'll lose some radicals. That's fine. Fertile ground. He is a nihilist. That's sure. Welcome. Peddle your wares. And see how it goes. We are going to see how bureaucracy is going to be effective here. Probably could cut back on colonial affairs, all things considered, because I'm not doing anything with it. Eventually we will, but it's dealing with this dude who is belligerent with us. How do you feel about us? You are fighting France. You are domineering. What's on the stakes here? Transfer Banjo. Someone transfer me. Take me away from this guy. Let me be free. I don't want to deal anymore. It sucks. Can I get your support from any of your rivals for this? We have Russia. That's the US. Oops. It's the Ottomans that we might be able to do it. Not the Ottomans, the Austrians. 50 reasons. That's getting farther and farther away, it seems. But oh well. Private healthcare, it's now a thing. We'll increase our private healthcare, in fact. Because it helps our standard of living. And we now have excess funds. I want to invest in some industry, but we're also right around the time of getting steel frame buildings. In fact, that's going to complete right now. And I kind of want to go mutual funds as well. Steel frame buildings for sure. The other ones I don't really care too much. Military is probably a priority here, just in the context of where we're at and what we need to do in the remaining time the game is around. So we'll do that. 63 million GDP. I think we are fifth. Close to fourth. Because China has split. Yeah. We're up there with the big boys. It's crazy that 3 of these top guys are in the British market. The duel. It is a radical versus a feminist. You should just do your own things there. Armed forces, we stay in anti-American society. We don't like the Americans. Our struggle is an international one. Yeah, these sell for a ton, so it's just printing money whenever we build these damn motor trees. As long as we can actually stock them, that is. I think we can. I probably need more investment pool contribution here. And my market access for some of these places. Some of these are fixing themselves, which is good. Ecuador, Alabama. Let's fix Ecuador here. Ecuador, come take 2 more of these. Alabama, let's do the same. Guerrero, 2 more. And Arkansas. Arkansas. Surely you have enough here. Why is it only Anyhow, let those finish. I had a phone thing. Good. We're all good. That way I can deal with my railroad search. We have minimum standard of living for different places. Is it because we have unemployed? What's the reason here? If we look at our population, we have a lot of excess here. At least for the lowest strata. Upper strata, maybe not, but I think we're fine. If we look at what we have shortages for, it's not too terrible. Most everything's getting built. So not too sure there. We've crossed China. We're now on number 4 seed for GDP. Standard of living puts us in 30th, with our prestige in 13th. We can't go higher than we would be. Normally we would be a great power. That's crazy how strong we would be. We're getting closer and closer to that mark, man. It's coming. It's definitely coming. We just need to stay hostile with GB. I'm working on it. I want them to hate me. And then it's just a time of calling in people. I want you to like me. You already like me a lot. You should already like me. assimilation. 11 months until we do our steel frame buildings. Bureaucracy costs are going up. That's fine. What do you mean unrealized taxes? Do I have regions I need to incorporate? There's a small one over here. These ones are being incorporated, but they take longer. This is taking... I estimate those took 20 years. Let's just upgrade some more in California. Let's get California up to 10. Surprisingly, there's not a ton of people in California. Or if they do, they're employed, I guess. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, we're just employing a lot of guys. Double checking we can't build any more gold mines. We can't because they're not popping up in this list here. Support my independence. One of you. Ideological differences of our governments. So we're going to have 2 fronts, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 fronts with GB. There is the Mosquito Kingdom. There is GB itself, and there is Canada. Ideally, I want to kick GB out of this region down here and take these 2. That way, when I fight them next, I only have 1 front. Because this worries me. This doesn't worry me. Canada is kind of weak. In fact, maybe if I could transfer Canada. That'd be insane. That'd be really good. $70 million. We're pushing to catch up with France. This tech here is going to be pivotal. It's also going to really affect our... What is this? You forced me to come in? You are forcing me into this. Nama. Nama clan. Is this in Africa? Yeah, it's over here. Alright, we're gonna let our queue just kind of churn on its own. We have 9 years. We do need to build up our military pretty aggressively. Especially when we leave the British market, there's going to be some problems. Oh, Lord, there's going to be a lot of problems. But we don't touch our economy, we let it grow, and we just wait and hold. And I think we'll be fine. For 14 days, we swap everything over. Bam. So, unlocks covered markets, Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, steel frame buildings, do them all. So we changed from using wood to using steel, less iron usage, more explosives. We have most of this set up. Gene hole for our naval stuff. And then we need to do, it was urban stuff, right? That's for city centers. They can now use covered markets. So more steel, more glass. Things we're adjusting for. Does mean we're probably going to have a lot of excess wood around, but we are also using our wood for our rails. Okay, we've doubled our construction capacity. This can help us build things faster. No real changes to our throughput here. There's a fight going on here. German leadership between these two. Do you have a defensive pact that's going to bother me? You do. You have a North German Federation defensive pact. Okay. That's frustrating. Whenever we could do our, like, knowledge sharing or something, like the next time we do market control, will be pivotal here. Alright, so are we finally getting to chew through our investment pool? No, it's still growing, so it means we need to spend more here. And let's start investing into more of our health systems again. Well, extradition, we of course are not going to do it. Determined but haughty. Juan Hoyo is a protectionist. Sure. By the way, H. Castillos, are you done yet? You're close. Ignacio is our new presidente. Okay, keep the same people in power. I bring them all in. Everyone's in government. No one is left out. We are all happy here together. So I did just bring the armed force in power when I have this whole thing about not having them in power. Also, we're losing money. Think that will change. Let's make sure I'm just going to ignore the low standard of living. We can work on fixing that slowly. It's not trending. It's trending up, but very slowly. I need to hit that. What are we at right now? 60. So we need another 15 Liberty Desire to really pop off here and have good things happen to us. Could do another tax. I think it's worth it. And I want to also increase our investment in construction here. Start where we have high peasants here. We're also building a lot in South Dakota, so let's get 5 construction centers in there. Oh god, it's starting to go negative here. So will you support me? 25 reasons. If I give you an obligation? No. We'll lose the armed forces strength. Go ahead and stop supporting there. Austria is no longer Austria-Hungary. Intelligence you want, point bureaucrats. We're going to say no to that. Police brutality, we will deal with that. Cause without a rebel. She's our feminist? Whatever. Lobbyist Mexico, let's get the armed force political strength, that's fine. We already have really high loyalty for everything. Nothing we could really change, except maybe going to Parliamentary Republic, but don't need to do that. Still going up, still losing money for some reason. That changed. Our diplomatic pacts have jumped to 172. That would be why. I need you to have infamy. You're protective of me again. I hate that. Interest in Canada. And we're just going to keep on keeping in this chunk of regions over here. I want to get involved in Europe. Right, we're back to building our motor industries and things in North Dakota. Oh, probably it was me building 5 more... 5 more of the fucking construction sectors. That's why we are losing money like that. But our gold reserves are up to 2 mil just from selling stuff. So, we're looking good. We're looking good, especially with our queue reduced to 3 years now. Can actually get through things. Double check our military, make sure we can't upgrade anything. We can upgrade a lot of stuff. Let's go to higher tier of everything here. Tools and opium. Let's do at least the medical aid. I don't want to do the opium because we don't have access to it. Not in our own lands. So, I guess some of this stuff hasn't been built yet, right? Yeah, we have a lot of this that's supposed to increase. Especially if we upgrade to artillery. $80K. And lost stuff. Lose some gold fields. We can pay for those. Build them up. Up to 80 million. We're coming for you, France. Okay, so here's the question, though. The second I do this next click, that's going to let us up our Liberty Desire, it's going to go down. Oh, they did fucking military exemption. God damn it. I can request market control right now and I get 10 Liberty Desire. We're so close, but we're not there. Now we're going to decrease by a larger sum. But if I keep doing that, hopefully, 0.03 weekly, we could do that every 5-ish years? I think we'll be net positive here, unless this modifier changes greatly. Just need that last little snippet. I need to get rid of this. Yeah, I need to get rid of this area. These pro-British people. And we're getting our torpedoes. Speaking of, let's actually point someone in charge of this. Let's do the armed forces guy, who looks like he knows what he's doing. Infertile grounds. Ecos. Anyone we want to have invited here? So technocracy industrials homesteading. Do we actually still have? Oh, we still have tenant farmers. Oh. Honestly, we're gonna hit mutual funds up real quick. We have some time before our next need to invest here. Mutual funds, investment banking, and then I think we can hop back and focus on military again. I think I want to go all the way down to trench infantry. Well, does trench infantry require radios? They might. Let's hold off on trench infantry. Bolt action, automatic machine guns. We're going to come up here and do production. Yeah, we're going to get the electrical generators. Start coming down here. I think that'll work. Mutual funds will be good. I want to get rid of tenant farmers. We've had this for too long. And if I don't go to homesteading, everyone will probably be in favor of collectivized agriculture or commercialized agriculture. So as long as I don't go to homesteading, we can just go to this right away and everyone will be happy and I will get the benefits from having this employed. Kansas Pipeline. I don't want to pay for that. I guess it might have actually been better. Because it's 500 cost versus the cost of one railway. I don't know. Do not know. Need 4 reasons for us to declare independence or some equivalent of it. 4 friggin' reasons. Money is tight. I can increase our taxes to pay for it, though, so I'm not too stressed about that. Luxury tax, opium tax, and services tax. We're going to lose this opium tax once we break free, because we won't have it in our market. Can I do more interests? I guess I can. I'll do the North Sea. We're just going to complete our... Actually, let's do Iberia. Spain, Portugal, both some good guys over there. How's America doing for size? They're at 60 million GDP. So if I take their stuff, we're just automatically in second place in GDP if I annex all the United States. Have they built up these regions anymore? 1 million for Indian Territory. Still got a lot of gold mines here. They haven't really used it. What's their largest one? Well, these are big states here. I'm going to accrue a lot of debt taking all this land. But take it I will. We will not do vacuum packaging because I don't want to spend the oil. I will do elastics for the guys that are doing this, though, because we have access to the Amazon and all of their bountiful goods. Don't want to pay 12k for a little bit of prestige. Not worth it. Machine tools. Let's go to it just because we have access to the Amazon and I can always get more. And there's good rubber down there, right? Oh yeah, we've got rubber for days, so I don't need to really worry about any of that. Market access is a problem. That shows that GB's having their own little issues. I have available decisions. Skyscraper site, let's do it. Let us do it. We'll just eat the loss that this is gonna accrue. And let's see if I can do any more government administrations to help out with this. Let's do 2 more in Arkansas. And let's do 1 more in these other places that have low tax capacity as well. 90 million. Counting down the numbers. And we can break free. Okay. Cool. So when do I do that? I can increase autonomy. Well, in that case, I can't do independence. Now, with that, surely I can do an independence war. I can. Are we ready? I think we are. All right. We're going to declare, and we're going to fight this in the next episode here. Double checking we can't have anyone else support our independence before I do this. Second check, make sure these guys aren't in any bigger wars. He is in a war with British Congo. And I think Russia and GB are both free. Okay. What is this? Actually, this is a diplomatic play that's going on. No one's really involved here, though. Holstein and Communist Holstein. Don't care. All right. We declare for independence. And just like that, we need to fight that in the next episode. But for now, we're closing here. Please enjoyed. I've been Sean, the Blue Schooners. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.